everybody watching on YouTube, and welcome to race number 34 / chase race number 8 of Season 10 NNSCRA excuse me, Walmart Cup Series action. I am Levi McIntyre, a.k.a. Thrash Maniac 99, the voice of NNSCRA Walmart Cup Series, here to welcome you to the Mountain Dew 300 at Lime Rock Park. 10 short laps here at the shortest road course of the Cup schedule. But before we look at the lineup, let's look at how the chase points look coming into the race today. After last week at Talladega, Connor Morgan extended his points lead to 31 points over Jesse Setti, 46 over both Michael Norman and Seth Cole, 47 over Dylan Young, 68 over Tim Walsh, 69 over Austin Mongold, 73 over Pichu London, 84 over Steven Guerrero, 85 over Joshua Collard, 90 over Matt McIntyre, 106 over Matt Skoenberger, and 112 over Charles Sanford. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Lineup check. Starting in the last row is Devin Becker, JT Bryant. Top 10, David Rivera, the king of Lime Rock Park, is back to try and reclaim his throne as he starts on the pole. Next to him is Anthony Ritchie. Row 2 is James Qualls and Johnny Gardner. Row 3 is Preston Plord and chaser Jesse Setti. Row 4, Dylan Thoreau, John Arndt. And then row 5, Chris Washer and Alex Ferranti. So with that said, let's get the command to fire engines for the Mountain Dew 300 at Lime Rock.
Drivers, start your engines.
And Ellen DeGeneres returns. Whoop-de-doo. Cars revving up their engines. So now that means we're about ready to go racing here at the Lime Rock. And then after today, we got 2 races left in the chase. We got Phoenix next week, and then we move on to the finale at Kansas, in which that will be exciting because everybody loves the Kansas track we go to because the racing's excellent. Always a lot of position shuffling and hardly any wrecks. So I got a feeling when we get to Kansas, it's going to be probably our most successful season finale ever. Pace car in the pit road, which means it is time to go boogity 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 racing. Excuse me. Well, might as well break my silence right there. We just had a lot of crashes take place here in the first lap here at this road course, and David Rivera leads the way by 0.6 of a second here at Lime Rock. Right now in second, still Anthony Ritchie, and what in the world just happened there? James Qualls goes off the track into the trees, but now he's back out, and he just turns Chris Washer, and they both go into the fence. And what in the world? Jesse Setti gets involved, and she was running in the top 10 at the moment. What in the world is going on? Apologize for that little interruption there. There's always a first. But man, and the other chaser was in there. Joshua Collard was involved. Man, and Seth Cole, another chaser, was involved. And so many different things going on. Man, they are just going at it hardcore here today at Lime Rock. Never in my life have I seen such mayhem on a road course like this. And in the meantime, David Rivera still hanging on to a slim lead over Anthony Ritchie. Man, I don't know, this might actually solidify Connor Morgan potentially getting the title already, but anything can still happen. Connor Morgan could end up in an incident and be taken out of the race. In fact, I did see him get involved in one incident, but he's still on track. Last scored in 20th. And also, there's a bunch of chasers ahead of him right now. Right now the lead is getting really interesting in a battle between the 6 and the 5. And Rivera goes off track, but he slams the door on the 5 of Richie to try and keep that lead. David Rivera is trying to prove to everyone trying to show to everyone why he is known in this series as the King of Lime Rock, because he has won here more times than anybody, has had the best finishes of anybody here. And he's trying to prove that point. He's racing really hard. But Richie is trying to give him a run for his money right now. As far as chasers that are ahead of Connor Morgan, that could gain a good amount of points. Right now, the only ones would be Dylan Young and Michael Norman, Austin Mongold. And Tim Walsh, but Walsh is only ahead of Connor Morgan by 1 spot. So not really a whole lot of ground gained. Right now, the two drivers that would gain the most ground would be Dylan Young and Michael Norman. Both running 9th and 10th respectively. And both came into this race about 46, 47 points out of the points lead. So they could gain a big measure of points right there. And now we have a lead change. Anthony Ritchie has taken the lead over from David Rivera. So now Rivera's going to have to try to get by him again. So right now we are seeing some aggressive battling up here at the front. First time in a long time now we have seen this at a track such as Lime Rock. Margin of the lead about nearly 0.4 of a second. And actually Preston Plord is starting to gain ground on the top two. So we could have a 3-car battle for the win. And Preston Plord, the winner of last week at Talladega, wants to try to follow that win up with a road course victory. Meanwhile, we have a lot of cars that are damaged in a big way after a lot of stuff that has been happening. But now Anthony Ritchie's starting to pull away from David Rivera and Preston Plord. Right now, cars that would be out of the race, man, we have a lot that would be out. John Arndt, James Qualls, Joshua Collard, Jesse Setti, Cody Lamas, DJ Curtis, Jessica Shelton, Kyle Matthews, Mason Powers, and Seth Cole. 4 laps to go here at Lime Rock, and now Ritchie has a over 0.8 of a second lead over the 6 of David Rivera. Anthony Ritchie trying to go for his first ever win here in this series in his 2nd season. Meanwhile, back here, battle going on for 4th with Anthony Ritchie, Dylan Thoreau, among others, but Ferranti actually went off track a little bit. Now Jake Baskinger goes by Thoreau for the 5th spot. Back up at the front, a battle on for 2nd between David Rivera and Preston Plord. They need to quit trying to battle against each other and try to focus on trying to get back up to Anthony Ritchie to battle for the lead if they're going to have a shot to win this thing. Back up at the front, it is still all Anthony Ritchie, and now he's going to have an even larger lead as a result of those two battling behind him. Oh, Alex Ferranti's on pit road. Something happened to him as well as Nick Alton. So that took Ferranti's chance of a top 5 away. And now Preston Plord trying to get clear of David Rivera for 2nd. And I think he'll probably get him going here into the next corner. And man, they had a photo finish at the line for that spot. So these two are battling really hard for the 2nd position. And in the meantime, that is exactly what Anthony Ritchie is loving right now, pulling away even more to make sure he gets this win. And Connor Morgan has actually gained a lot of ground on a lot of drivers, but now the white flag is displayed here at Lime Rock. Connor Morgan right now would possibly be scored in the 13th spot. And right now, the only chasers that are ahead of him are Mongold, Norman, and DeYoung. But DeYoung battling with Sean Galligan for the 6th position. DeYoung is trying very hard to gain as much points as possible in order to gain more on Connor Morgan for the points lead. Because after today, it's 2 races left, like I've said. Anthony Ritchie still with a huge lead. And we're getting ready to come out of the final corner for the final time here today. And it looks like nothing's going to stop Anthony Ritchie. After an impressive pass for the lead earlier, Anthony Ritchie gets his first ever Walmart Cup Series win. He wins the Mountain Dew 300 at Lime Rock in a dominating performance, leading 6 out of the 10 laps here today. Or 7, it depends. But great job for that number 5 car. Well, let's look at the rest of the results. A great follow-up finish to his win last week at Talladega for Preston Plord, coming out second. The king of Lime Rock still shows that he is still the king because of good finishes. David Rivera with a solid 3rd place run. Great top 5 finish for Jake Baskinger. Solid 5th place run for Dylan Thoreau. Solid 6th place finish for Sean Galligan. Great 7th place run for Dylan Young. That's going to be a lot of valuable points going into Phoenix next week. Michael Norman, same thing, comes out with a great run in 8th, solid 9th for Austin Mongold, and a great run in 10th for rookie Daniel Olson. Rest of the top 20, Carson Gum, Trent Dunham, Connor Morgan, John Cittadino, Angel Navarro, Tim Walsh, Chase Oliver, Matt Skoenberger, Steven Guerrero, and Anthony McCrory. Rest of the lead lap cars were Matt McIntyre, JT Bryant, Tanner Sullivan, Charles Sanford, Devin Becker, Johnny Gardner, Dorian Facepuncher, and Pichu London. 2 laps down was Chris Washer. Everybody else was out of the race after all the mayhem. And they were Alex Ferranti, Nick Alton, Marco Martinez, John Arndt, James Qualls, Joshua Collard, Jesse Setti, Cody Lamas, DJ Curtis, Jessica Sheldon, Kyle Matthews, Mason Powers, and Seth Cole. Well, that does it for our coverage here today at Lime Rock. 2 races left. Next week, it's the Subway Fresh Fit 500 at Phoenix. But until then, here are your results, rookie points, and regular points heading into Phoenix. And this is Levi McIntyre signing off.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm